Good night. My name is Crystal, and I'm going to talk about the story of Scott Douglas. This story talks about that Mr. Douglas has had a son, which name was Scott, and he dies because overdose of heroin. But the interesting thing here is that after his son died, he turned a staunch opponent of drugs. Calling all drugs to be legalized. It's a very difficult thing to believe because if your son like dies because of drugs, what you don't want is that other teenagers consume it, right? But he has a really interesting point of view because he said that if we legalize it, we can like control the way they produce because his son died because heroin has an impurity which make him to die. But also some investigations marked that he was in prison like several weeks because the consume of heroin. But when they go outside of the jail, they consume it again, but they consume the same amount, or I mean the same dose that they used to consume, and this caused a reaction of his body because he haven't consumed it before. I mean the weeks that he was in prison. But the another investigation marks that this impurity was in the drug. But his parents, after the death of him, his parents marked that he want to legalize it because in that way they can regulate the sale, and also like in some case they will stop the consume because all teenagers want to do what it's not legal because I don't know, someone of them say that there's kind of adrenaline making of this. I know that, and I'm really like interested in this topic because Mr. Douglas was has all the reason. I mean, if we legalized it, we could like regularize the consume, we will regularize the sale, and we'll stop the production of it and of people that even care about a person's health, right? But also I could say that many parents will not be agree with it, but it's because they haven't lived the case of Mr. Douglas, and they don't analyze like too deep because they don't want to, they don't care about it. But Mr. Douglas, after the death of his son, do it, and it was a really deep investigation, and he has to decide this. um, Other thing that I could say it's that we have to know that every people want to do what it's not legal, and if we stop this, we could produce only drugs that are like medical, because also the addiction uh, like grows because people have many problems in his house because of the environment. There are many facts that make teenagers consume it, but I think that if we control the environment, we control the way that it's been sold, we could reduce the consume of it. And also this is a call to parents to be like responsible and know what those his children are doing. I mean, it's okay that they are teenagers and we have to leave some freedom, but not in that grade. I mean, we can know when our children are having problems. We can know when we are acting in a bad way, and don't don't do it like, don't go with many problems to your house. Try to solve them, but not in front of your sons. Okay, so this is my comment about it, and it was really interesting. And this is all.